You see this? Screw that. So this isn't my typical what if, but it's a what if nonetheless. It's what if the Dragon Ball Z movies were canon. This is basically me trying to fit in the original 13, I believe, Dragon Ball movies into the main continuity. And how would I do it? This is basically me trying to do it. The first movie we'll be looking at is the first one, Dead Zone. This one fits in pretty easily. You put it in a few days before Raditz shows up, and you have it so Garlic Jr. doesn't get his wish. But pretty much other than that, the movie can continue as it was. There's not much to be changed, so you just keep it so Garlic Jr. doesn't get his wish. He still fights Goku and Piccolo, and Gohan sends him off to the Dead Zone. The only two real changes here is that Krillin won't be so much surprised about Gohan when they meet up at Roshi's house, and when the whole Raditz situation happens, he headbutts Raditz, and it's not much different. For the second movie to happen, this is what has to go down. Goku has to be revived the same day Raditz died while he's on Snake Way. This means that the Saiyans, when they arrive, the Dragon Balls are active. Also, Goku has to arrive early on the battlefield, and he'll pretty much take care of Nappa just like he did in the anime. And when he fights Vegeta, and he has great Vegeta, he has at least like 5 other people helping him. That means Goku is hurt less, meaning that there's less recovery time. This movie would have to take place between the 2 months after the Saiyan Saga and before Krillin and Gohan went to Namek. And other than that, the movie can just continue as it was. As for the third movie, Tree of Might, this is the same time frame around World's Strongest, probably like towards that last month when the Z Fighters attacked Turles, but while Goku's charging up the Spirit Bomb. Turles manages to kill everybody except Krillin. So there's that. So Krillin can still go to Namek. And other than that small change, the movie can continue as normal. You know, everything happens. He still plants the Tree of Might. Goku still kills him with the Spirit Bomb. And they're off to Namek. As for the fourth movie, Lord Slug, this one's a bit different. For me personally, I have it take place after Future Trunks arrives. I have to remove the Super Saiyan from the equation. So the Namek Saga pretty much happens the way it did. Only that when Goku threw the Spirit Bomb, he detonated it. So the Namek was ready to blow up. Gohan and everybody else got off Namek before it blew up. It would have to take place between the 3 years of the Android arc. And that movie pretty much happens as it did. The fifth movie, Cooler's Revenge, takes place in the same time as Lord Slug. Actually, it would take place after. Basically, this one, you just let the movie play out. And that's how Goku achieves Super Saiyan instead against Frieza. He achieves it against Cooler. Fifth movie is supposed to be The Return of Cooler, but I'm gonna skip over that one, and you'll see why. So the fifth movie is gonna be Super Android 13, which pretty much happens at the very beginning time of the 10-day gap between the Cell games. Somehow Jiro's computer sensed that the two androids 17 and 18 failed, so it sends out 14, 15, and 13. I did that in the wrong order, but anyways, yeah, it sends them out, so you pretty much get that movie, and that's pretty much it. It just happens within the first 2 days of the Cell games being announced. Okay, the sixth movie is gonna be The Return of Cooler, which happens maybe 5 days after Cell announces the Cell games, and everybody goes to Namek to look for the new Guardian, which is gonna be Dende. And Trunks stays behind just to protect Earth in case Cell gets, bored and decides to blow it up. And then after that, you pretty much just let the movie play out as normal. Except they recruit Dende at the end. The eighth movie is the Broly movie, which this one's kind of hard because the whole rebooted Broly. But regardless, this happens this happens between the 10 days of the Cell games, but like towards the end. So maybe like 2 or 3 days before the Cell games. But basically, Goku and Gohan are powered down because of Gohan's entrance exam. You know, yellow hair is the sign of delinquency in Japan. So yeah, they're powered down, and the movie happens as it did in the movie. And there's not much to say about this one either. BoJack Unbound is probably the easiest one to fit in the timeline, meaning that it happens after the Cell games, and that's pretty much all you can really say about that. For some reason, Trunks comes back. I mean, the only other change is that Chi-Chi would be pregnant at this point. The 10th movie is somewhat easy, but kind of difficult. The Broly's Second Coming, which would take place towards like close to when the Budokai happened, the Budokai tournament, or the World Tournament happened. But before that, this means that Goten still wouldn't know about his father or what he would look like. So when the Family Kamehameha happens, I'd replace Goku with Trunks to try to keep him more, you know, a little bit more within reason, I guess. I mean, granted, Trunks wouldn't really do anything, but at least he's doing something. The 11th movie will not be Bio Broly. I'm gonna switch that one out for Fusion Reborn, which to me would be a timeline where Gotenks would have killed Super Buu, meaning that Goku and Vegeta are still dead at this point. So that movie kind of fits in there, and you can just let the movie play out as it did. So the 12th movie will be Bio Broly, and this happens after Fusion Reborn, but Goku and Vegeta are still dead, so they can't come to help, and for some reason the boys never used fusion in the movie, so yeah. And you just let the movie play out as normal, so there's not much difference there. So yeah, on to the last movie. So the last movie will be Wrath of the Dragon, and this one's probably the easiest one to fit in. It happens between the 4 years before the God of Destruction arc, before Beerus shows up basically. And between the movies, between Bio Broly and Wrath of the Dragon, Goku and Vegeta were wished back to life. And after this, you pretty much let the movie play out as normal, because there's not really much to it else. Okay, so this is pretty much where I'm gonna leave it. Tell me down in the comments below, what do you think? How would you put these into like the main canon of the story? So yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave it. And tell me if anything is like wrong to you, anything you should like think you would change, anything like that. Leave it down in the comments down below. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe.